Good morning, my name is Randy, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use the ASI app for tracking tickets. And I'm going to just get out to the main screen here and walk you through that process. When you log in, you're going to open up the FileMaker app on your iPhone or iPad, and you're going to see the ASI icon here. You just tap on that and you're going to enter the username and password that the office has given you to log in with, and we're going to hit go, and that'll log in. What'll happen is it'll take you to the main dashboard with your schedule for today. And this is very important to read this very carefully, because what I can see here is I can see that I've been assigned 3 different loads, and the first 2 happen to look the same, but the second one is for the same project, but it's different. Make sure you just don't click the top one always just because it's the first one. If you're going to be hauling out class 2 sand versus the 21 AA, then make sure you click on the class 2 sand. And I'm on my iPhone at the moment instead of the iPad, so the screen gets a little tight. So what I can do is I can turn it sideways and you can see all the information here. This is Ann Arbor 21 AA. This one's Dan's Aggregate Class 2 Sand. Just make sure that you use the right dispatch ticket for the material that you're picking up. So very, very important. So in this case, I'm going to pick up that Class 2 sand. I'm going to click the plus here by the bottom one, and it's going to open up a ticket for me. I'm going to first of all look at the ticket that the plant gave me. In this case, 23.83 tons with a pit ticket number of 500-24-939. And if I'm running a train, I can specify whether I'm running my lead or my double. Whatever's green, you just click on the button and that'll highlight for you. And then I'm going to scroll down, and in here I'm going to take a picture of my plant ticket, and I just tap in the middle of here to take my photo. It opens up my phone, and it's important when you're taking a photo of your pit ticket to make sure you get all of it. Then click the circle here at the bottom to take the picture. You know, that looks pretty good, but if for some reason it's blurry, you kind of shook the camera well, you did it. At the bottom here, there's a button that says retake. Click on that. It'll allow you to go and do it one more time. And just make sure you look at the ticket, make sure all the information is visible and it's nice and clear. So then I hit use photo. It takes a second. It has the spinner here, and it'll upload that picture for you. You notice this little blank area in here. This is where you capture the signatures, but you don't worry about that until you get to the site where your customer is in front of you. So at this point, I can hit that I'm loaded, and it's going to take me right back to that main dashboard, and I can basically shut off my phone or iPad until I get there. And again, it's going to, I'm in a location that I have bad internet, which is great. Depending on where you are, it may take a second or so to pull back to the main screen and to get that picture uploaded. So you can see that it says dump, and like I said, I can shut off my phone now until I get to the site. When I get to the site, I can open this ticket back up by clicking on the current ticket and hitting dump. That'll pull up my ticket again, and here, like I said, you can see the customer signature, so you can click in there and pass this to your customer. If you're on your phone, you can turn your phone sideways and give them more room to sign. And I'm just going to put my initials in here, and I'm going to hit accept at the top. I can scroll down, and as a driver, I can enter my own signature in here and accept. And at that point, I can go down, and now my ticket is totally complete. I have everything I need here, and I can hit dump. And for a normal ticket, that's it. That's all you have to do. It's very straightforward, really easy. and you're on to your next ticket. But what happens if something changes? So let's say I went to get that 21AA, I get over to the plant, and for some reason they have mechanical issues and the plant is stopped. So all I have to do is say, I'm on hold, I'm waiting for that plant to get back online. It takes me to the next screen, which asks me, well, what's happening? You know, is your equipment down, paver down, is the plant down? On hold, you know, something like, you know, it's raining and you're put on hold. But in this case, the plant's down, so I'm going to click that and hit confirm. Now, there was and is 2 tickets right now for 21AA, as you saw in the beginning. And that's because you've been dispatched 2 different tickets for that 21AA. But what's important to note here is that it shows on hold, but what's important to note here is there's 2 tickets. If I go off hold, so I'm going to get back into the ticket by hitting the red button. I'm going to complete my hold. I don't have to fill out anything in here. I'm just going to simply release the hold, which will track my time while I was stopped. But now that used up my dispatch. That used up that first ticket I had, and that's gone. You know, I can go into my schedule or into my tickets completed, and I can see that 21AA. I can see that still sitting there, but that has used that ticket. And the reason for that is when you come off hold, you may be dispatched to an entirely different project or a different plant based on the fact that that may never, you know, get up and running again today. So I can either click on my new dispatch that Sal would have sent you, or you can come back in here to say tickets completed. And if the plant is up and running and you're able to do that, all you have to do is hit repeat load on that one that was on hold, and you can generate a new ticket, which is going to be the same as the last one. And you just go ahead and fill out all the information and you're good to go again. So that's how you handle on hold, whether you're going to go do that same dispatch again by using the repeat button, or get a new dispatch and move on to an entirely different project or plant. That's the 2 options. So to get out of here, I don't actually want to fill out this ticket. I'm just going to hit the delete button, the red button, and that's just going to kick me back to the main menu with that new ticket that I created. So at this point, let's say I get called off this project and moved on to a new project. I'm going to click this hamburger menu, this menu on top, and I'm going to say I'm finished the job I'm working on. I'm going to pass my phone to the foreman, who is going to click next. That foreman at this point is going to enter their information. And at this point, it's going to ask you what you're doing as you complete that project. Are you changing and moving on to a different job? Are you going home loaded, or are you driving home unloaded? In this case, I'm going to change jobs and move on to my next job. But it's very important to remember after each time you finish a job that you click finish job and mark whether you're end of day driving home or you're changing jobs. And at this point, I can see, oh, by the way, this always rounds to your nearest 15 minutes automatically for you. You don't have to figure that out or do any math. It does it for you. It's very smart. And I'm going to sign this, or your foreman's going to sign this and hit confirm, and that is completed. So now I'm good to start my next project. Also, it's important to note, if I click on the hamburger menu, I can also look at tomorrow's schedule. So usually after 5, 6 o'clock in the evening, your dispatcher will have tomorrow's schedule all lined up. So there's nothing assigned to me yet in here, but if there was, you would see a list of dispatches just like you see on the main menu here. It looks the same, and it shows you what tomorrow's schedule looks like. But after midnight, tomorrow turns into the next day, and you get to see all of tomorrow's items on here. Make sure you do not hit the plus button until you're ready to get loaded. Otherwise, it's going to start your time then, and it's going to mess up your timesheet for tomorrow. So make sure you don't touch that until you're ready to get loaded. So again, you can look at the 2 tickets that I've already done simply by clicking in them and looking at the information here. Actually, that was the second one that I started from the repeat load. The first one I totally filled in with you. Look like that. That's all the information that I collected. So what happens if you're in the middle of the ticket and something happens to your iPhone or iPad? You lose connection, all of a sudden the screen kind of goes blank or white, or for any reason you have any difficulty, you can troubleshoot that yourself very easily. I have an iPhone 11, so I have this little line down here, and all I have to do is drag up a little bit, and you can see it minimizes my screens. And in that case, all I do is take that and I swipe up, and that closes out the LiveGistics program, and I have to start over and log back in again. Once I log in, that'll solve most issues that you may ever have. If you have an iPad, you click the round button at the bottom twice very quickly, and it will shrink it down the same as I just showed you, and you will be able to swipe up again and close that. By hitting the off button on your phone or iPad doesn't actually shut it off. It doesn't reset anything. If you want to totally shut off your iPad, you have to hold down the off button for 5 or 6 seconds, and you'll see it powering down, and then you got to start it. The key is it's going to ask you for your username and password again when you log back in, and that will get you back to this main home screen where you can start again if you have any difficulties. So that's some of the tips to help you operate this smoothly. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your dispatcher or trainer, or give LiveGistics support a call. Thank you.